Now, I finally want to introduce the masterminds of this event, the two people who will guide us through the next portion of the program, Aloni and Yuli Primor. Aloni is a filmmaker, writer, and artist whose work focuses on the interrelations between art, politics, and theology in Israeli-Palestinian history and German Jewish philosophy. His recent films include Junction 48 and Why Is We Americans. Žižek once said of Aloni's book, "What does a Jew want?" Aloni's secular theology is definitely one of the most fascinating innovations of our time, which probably explains why they're such good friends. Yuli Primor graduated from SVA and is a visual artist who's shown her work in group and solo exhibits and biennales around the world. She created the holding slide, it's no longer up, for tonight's event, and the video art for tonight's event. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Hello, thank you, Kate, for the kind introduction and the New School for hosting this remarkable event. We chose to welcome you to our evening on politics and theology with my video art piece, How to Teach Philosophy to an Angel, a collaboration with the brilliant Sebastian Koch, reading the iconic text of Walter Benjamin's Angelus Novus. As we all know, the angel in Benjamin's text stands helpless before the debris of history. Its gaze is fixed to the past, and its wings are unable to close against the storm of progress. And so I created an art dream, a freedom dream of a young rebel girl, a spewing adolescent with her guardian angel, a kind of wounded healer in a time of extreme discontent. And so my angel, that is also a Cupid, touches the flames of history with love. Thank you.
Angelus Novus. Es gibt ein Bild von Klee, das Angelus Novus heißt. Ein Engel ist darauf dargestellt, der aussieht, als wäre er im Begriff, sich von etwas zu entfernen, worauf er starrt. Seine Augen sind aufgerissen, sein Mund steht offen und seine Flügel sind ausgespannt. Der Engel der Geschichte muss so aussehen. Er hat das Antlitz der Vergangenheit zugewandt. Wo eine Kette von Begebenheiten vor uns erscheint, da sieht er eine einzige Katastrophe, die unablässig Trümmer auf Trümmer häuft und sie ihm vor die Füße schleudert. Er möchte wohl verweilen, die Toten wecken und das Zerschlagene zusammenfügen. Aber ein Sturm weht vom Paradiese her, der sich in seinen Flügeln verfangen hat und so stark ist, dass der Engel sie nicht mehr schließen kann. Dieser Sturm treibt ihn unaufhaltsam in die Zukunft, der er den Rücken zukehrt, während der Trümmerhaufen vor ihm zum Himmel wächst. Das, was wir den Fortschritt nennen, ist dieser Sturm.
Hi everyone. It's I think first time I wrote what I'm going to speak because the Israeli Secret Service take every text we write to sue us back, so I'm checking myself. And first of all, and also I'm dyslexic, so we'll survive it together. And Yuli, thank you so much for this beautiful video. And I would like to congratulate Eid Mubarak to our Muslim audience here. It's the last day of the Eid. So I think it makes sense that in the Eid, Muslim Eid, a Jewish guy going to introduce two Christians. What else is new? So tonight we have two Christians are going to debate theology and politics. Comrade Slavo Žižek and brother Cornel West. The former, Slavo, doesn't believe that he believes, and the latter, I believe that he believes that he does believe. But I'm not going to introduce them. I want to share really my love to you guys. I want to speak why I love you both so much. There's two, and okay, just don't blush, but I have to compliment you a bit. These two giant philosophers force us all to think. Even if sometimes we don't agree, sometimes they philosophize with hammer, as Nietzsche taught us. Sometimes they dig or saw their thought with a needle. Many times they provoke us with what Lacan would call the hysterics discourse. This discourse that always challenged the master, and in these times also the university discourse. The hysteric will not allow us to enjoy our self-indulgence or our righteousness. I think trying to catch them, especially Slavo, in one sentence, mistake or not, we're missing the importance of his existence in our community, in our discourse. But the truth, both of them, or my love to them, is much more than for the hysteric discourse, and much more the charismatic, provocative, and brilliant mind that they are. I think both of them have fidelity to the truth and fidelity to the current affairs, or what Alain Badiou would say with French accent, probably, fidélité to the true event. And I think both of them have it seriously, and that's why so many of us are here. But, so here I am. I'm going to share some theological, political thought that I really think with them. I think that they make me in my inner dialogue with West and Žižek. In a normal time, I would open this with a poet that all of us, three of us, really love. And Brother Cornel West spoke so beautifully about at his funeral. I speak about the late Amiri Baraka. You all know what haiku is, but Baraka wrote loku. And one of his most beautiful loku, I think, raised a political, theological question for America. If Elvis Presley is king, who is James Brown? God? Purudum, purudum. But those are not normal days. And as Yuli told us, those are extreme discontent, as she used it. So I would like to bring another poet to the stage with us, another one that we all adore, Paul Celan. And Paul Celan wrote, "Once, when death was much in demand, you hid yourself in me. Once, when death was much in demand, you hid yourself in me." Or if I would say it in present, now, when death is much in demand, you hide yourself in me. So I would like to take a moment to think of the children, women, and all the civilians in Gaza who lost their lives in the ongoing Nakba. I would also like us to think of the hostages, the prisoners, the wounded, hungry, homeless, dragging themselves through the debris of the ruined cities at dawn, looking for food for their hungry, starving babies. And they want to live and breathe freedom. So I would like us to take a moment, all of us, to remember them. One can think, and I live with this all the time, so I'm sorry I'm getting here emotional out of my text. Because one can say, and what is the reason? or the way Shakespeare asked it, and what is the reason? I'm a Jew, an American Israeli Jew. I deeply believe that the only way I can have fidelity to my Jewishness now is by being in full solidarity with the Palestinian people. This is, by the way, I have to leave a bit the text. This is, by the way, I feel so privileged when I saw here second generation of amazing cultural Palestinian people, families. Families who keep Palestine culture, art, and memories alive against all odds, against the oppression of Israel, the United States, and now German government. Because if you know, they're not killing only the body of Palestine. They really try to destroy the spirit of Palestine. And as we use in the Freedom Theater is a theater in Jenin refugee camp. When I worked with my beloved Giuliano, our beloved Giuliano Merchamis, who was murdered 13 years ago on April 4th, the same date that Martin Luther King was murdered. And he taught us, high quality is resistant. So when I see here in the audience, 3 of my best friends, Palestinian amazing artists, that not only I worked with them, but I worked with the parents. I want to remind you all that what we are speaking when we said life together now, we are not trying to do coexistence. We're trying to do co-resistance. So when I try to think about theology and politics in relation to the 2 brothers and comrades that are going to feel here, I thought, first of all, I want to say something on my own progressive, secular city of Tel Aviv. They're so proud about how progressive and secular they are. So you know, people in Tel Aviv, even though they don't believe in God, they're sure that God gave them the promised land. But now it's even hard because the joke ends now, because now, even though they don't believe in God, they think that God gave them permission to commit genocide. And then they call the other fundamentalist. And I want to end with something else that revealed when I heard Brother Cornel West do the eulogy to Aaron Bashnor when he burned himself to death in front of the Israeli embassy. When I heard you speak, I thought on the dream of Freud, when Freud reported to us, "Father, can't you see I'm burning?" In this dream, Freud tells us about a father who sleeps in one room, and in the other room, his dead son is lying, candles around him, and one candle falls on the body of his son, and the body starts to burn, but the father, instead of wake up, the son appeared in his dream and told him, "Father, can't you see I'm burning?" I'm not going to teach what I learned from Slavo about the difference of Lacan and Freud, how to interpret it. I want to speak about something else, but to convey that this screaming or howling, if we refer before to Allen Ginsberg, this howling to the abusive, absent, beloved, merciful, murderer, father, is a call of all of us to our big other. Can't you see I'm burning? Can you see I want to live full life? Can you see I'm dying? Can't you see me? Please see me. I'm here, under the debris of history. Hineni, it's here I am in Hebrew. That's what Abraham said to the angel before he's sacrificing his Isaac. Hineni, here I am, i.e., I will not sacrifice the child no more. Please, I will not sacrifice the child no more. Thank you. And I made another important decision, and those 3 chairs are going to be 2, because I don't think that Slavo, Žižek, and Cornel West need a moderator. So I thought that I put Slavo in the middle, that he feels that he's in power. and Brother Cornel West will sit next to him, and I will sit there that only if trouble will come, I will join back. But if they keep it nice, I will join exactly when time said that I should come in, maybe ask the first question, maybe just let you guys use the system here. And again, thank you so much for the new school for hosting us. Thank you so much for being here. And let's pray for ceasefire now. Thank you. I want just to change something. Let's not pray for ceasefire. Let's demand ceasefire. Thank you.
You please decide.
Even he cried. Look, it's so pathetic. He tried to hide. He's communist. He never cried.
Please take that side.
I'm going to move this so we can get closer, brother.
But, oh, okay.
You sit right here, and I'll sit right
you
here.
want-
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, no, absolutely. You can't have Socratic dialogue at a distance.
Okay.